The first thing that I recommend you guys doing is go to the organization tab and add the first few organization. In terms of long-term planning, organizations are your clients. So if you have 10 different clients, you should have 10 different organizations. You can add here whatever necessary, including the company's logo. And after you do that, you can go ahead and go to the devices. So I went to devices and then add device. Here you can select which organization this device that I'm gonna deploy is gonna be part of. So once it's get installed, it will be tattooed with that organization. Now let's go to my virtual machine here. I have also the device here open. I'll copy this. And I will open PowerShell with admin rights. I like to move away from system 32 as it can get a bit messy. Let me remove this. And all you need to do afterwards is just, paste it here. Sometimes the clipboard gets all crazy. Sorry. Do it again. Okay, so now it's getting deployed. What's going to happen now behind the scene is that our agent is going to get deployed onto this machine, and then a couple of other agents will get deployed. This is our underlying tools that we're using. If we'll head back to devices here, we'll see the new device. And now we can see that it's pretty empty here because we still don't have the underlying agents installed. The agent log location is under program data. So you see that it's already getting some of the other tools deployed. For example, right now it just deployed the chat. So if we'll open the logs, we'll see that everything is happening behind the scene. And if we'll go back to our system, we see that everything got deployed successfully. So right now you should, and this is very important, once you get the agent deployed, you should see 4 agents here. The first agent is Fleet. Fleet is an MDM solution and have OS query bundle inside. So for endpoint visibility and for Faye to check out stuff is very important. Tactical RMM, execute commands, run scripts, etc. Mesh Central, which is remote access control, and OpenFrame chat. Let's validate that everything ran as expected here. So you see that I have Faye here. If I'll click here, the most important thing to validate with Faye is that she has underlying access to the tools. So you see that she's trying to run command against tactical. The scope that Faye has, it's only for this device, meaning that obviously she can't run on any other devices, etc. And you see that she's activating all the tools, meaning that the installation went correctly. Now, what can we do in the dashboard once the device is getting deployed? So first, we have a bunch of information about the device here, like hardware, network information, security. This is data. All this data is data from the underlying tools that we're collecting. We have a unified API. Actually, the person who built the API is on this call here. So you guys can generate an API key, and then you have API documentation that you can check out everything. The nice part about the system is that once we integrate something into the system, like another tool, it will be available under the same API. So if you go to devices or to other ones, you will also have the tools themselves being queried here. So if you guys build any sort of custom integrations, etc., you can do that. You can access all the underlying tools in one place. So what can we do on the devices other than querying the data, see the data, validate that the agents are running? We also have here the logged in users. We have software inventory, and if there are any vulnerabilities for those tools, you will be able to see them here. Logs, this is pretty important. We will talk a bit more about this, but something nice you can see here is that they activated tactical RMM and ran some scripts. That specific script. I don't remember what we asked her to do, but I think that those scripts are related to which of the processes that we have on the device are consuming a lot of CPU. So you can see here that everything goes through one unified layer, and all the logs are being kind of ingested and stored in one place. We can execute scripts on those devices that we have. We can open remote shell. We just added PowerShell support, and we also have CMD. So you can open live shell, and you can have the remote control. We can actually control using the remote control. Yeah, I think we asked her about, yeah, my computer is running slow. So she ran all this stuff and figured out that probably need to upgrade your RAM, which makes sense. We recently added multi-screen support. So if your users are using more than one screen, you will be able to switch between them. Other things that you can do on the device, on the dashboard, is you can execute script in a batch manner, meaning that you can add your own scripts, and then you can choose a script and run it. We will add, in this quarter, we're going to add script scheduling and monitors and policies. This is a combination of what we have both in tactical and fleet MDM. The logs piece is pretty cool. So I don't know if you guys are using any sort of SIM or unified log tool. Here you don't need it because we pre-bake connectors into all the databases of the tools that we're working with. So you see here that we have a mix of all the different tools, logs from all the different tools. So we have logs from Tactical, we have logs from Mesh Central, we have logs from Fleet, and it's all unified and stored in one place. In the future, we're going to add anomaly detection engines. On top of it, this is kind of our plan to build our own EDR or MDR. Mingo AI. Mingo AI is going to be transformed into our version of PSA. Faye right now has only the chat, but we're going to add callback functionality and phone-based ticket opening with Faye, as long as same with email box that Faye will have, and each of you guys will have their own email boxes. And once she's going to get email to that, she will open a ticket. And here we're going to have Mingo. So Mingo will be either running independently, like if one of your technicians just want to have something to run across the organization, or off-board, on-board, whatever, you will be able just to open a new Mingo chat and start communicating with him. Or if he wants assistance with solving a specific ticket, it will already be baked in here. So each chat is represented here as a ticket. That's kind of our plan for the future. Faye will be the single source of truth for your customers when it comes to communicating about tickets. I know that we had a lot of requests about it. We're also going to have Faye to be customized, meaning that you will be able to change. Our designer is not very happy about it, but a lot of people ask for it. But you will be able to change the look and feel of Faye and add your own logo, etc. Okay, I will answer some questions now. When are we going to be able to modify the fleet policies or tactical RMM policies, or is that going to be control all through Mingo? No, you will be able to do it. Actually, we had the policies and monitors and tactical policies. We had this screen, but it was not, like, it didn't meet our QA criteria, so we decided to remove it from that version. But it's something that is going to be out by this quarter. It's basically only front end. You can see it. It's this one. It's Fleet DM Advanced Features. Branding is super important. This I have to tell people what Fay is. Yeah, I know. And I think we also have it. I don't know if it's for this quarter or for next quarter, but if we'll search here, we have customize. Very amazing. Yeah, I don't see it here. Maybe it's on enhancements. Yeah, user custom, this one, this task. I will follow up because a lot of people ask for it. I'll follow up with that afterwards. Would it be possible to use alternative AI backend models such as Gemini and Olama? That's a great question. That's coming up on Tuesday. I'll show you here. LLM model selection. This is how it's going to look like. It's already available on the backend. We just didn't finish the front end piece. Will pricing be available at the time of the GA? Yeah, it will. We're trying to figure out the pricing that is not going to kill your business. That's why we kind of started with a few months of free trial. And once we're going to get this done, we hope to publish it as soon as possible. We don't have any interest of keeping this information away from you. It's very unique situation because there's almost no there is no other solution that has all those capabilities baked in together with AI. So we can't rely on other pricing models. We need to figure out on our own. That's why it takes us more time, and we also want to have a pricing model that will fit your business because we know how tight it is to run an MSP. I'm kind of waiting for the penny to drop until my techs fall in love. Okay. So let's go to the dashboard again. So some more capabilities that we have recently added. Company and users. Obviously, you guys, probably many of you have more technicians in your MSP business, so you can add them here. API keys, we talked about it. Google SSO and Microsoft SSO. If you use internally as Google Workspace or Office 365 or Azure ID, you can configure it here. It's something we added today morning. We added the Microsoft. We used to have only Google. And we're planning on adding, we'll see based on the demand. From what we saw, most MSPs use Microsoft, but if there will be demand, we're also going to add custom SAML too. Would this be okay, so I have a question. Would this be integrated with the standard ticketing system as well? So our vision is that, and our strategy is everything that we can displace on our own, we're not going to integrate. Everything that we can displace, we will integrate into. So for example, ticketing system, ConnectWise PSA or whatever, say a PSA, whatever you're using, you guys can build an integration with the API, and we'll add in the future webhooks, etc. But we're not going to have custom integration inside the dashboard. And that's in contrary to things that we can displace. For example, if you guys have your customers using Office 365 or Google Workspace, we're going to integrate into Google Workspace and Office 365 using API and stretch the capabilities of the administrative capabilities of what we can do. So if you want to offboard users and you want, as part of the offboarding, to remove the user from Google Workspace, this is something that we're definitely looking to do. But other than things that we cannot displace, everything that we can displace is going to stay inside the product. And we hope that you're going to like our PSA. If not, you can go ahead and work with API in order to make it work for you. I'm looking forward to your extended PSA next year. Yeah, it was one of the most requested features, the PSA. We understand that it's super important for you guys. That's why it was supposed to be farther down the road. By the way, the PSA that we're building is not an integration. That we build our own custom PSA. John, you can even check out the mockups and the wireframes that we have on the website. And if you see something that can serve as a good feedback, definitely reach out if you're on Slack or if not over email. Seeing them, they look great. Okay, thanks, John. Okay, fantastic. Any other specific questions? Any other things that we can discuss here? I think not. Okay, cool. So some more updates from our end. Bring your own LLM talk. Yeah, that's gonna. So John is asking if you can bring your own API keys to foundation models. This is something we're gonna add next year, probably on Q2. And yeah, some updates. Oh, sorry, another question. Thank you. Some updates about us. So we have a chat on the product. Maybe I'll show it again here. So here you have the chat. Every time you communicate with this chat, a ticket is open on our end, and it reached to our Slack. So we either gonna reply immediately, or if it's not our working hours, we're gonna do it first thing in the morning. Feel free to use it. You can also send an email to support@flamingo.run or .cx. This is also immediately opens a ticket with us. And this is kind of from that perspective. Okay, when would Linux client support roll out? That's a good question. We didn't get too many requests to add Linux. Our agent is written in Rust, so it's not that complicated for us to add support, but we just didn't get a lot of requests for it. Artem, if you have, can you share some use case? Do you use Ubuntu desktop or you use it for servers? Well, what do you use? Linux, sorry. Servers. Okay. Yeah. So that should be easier because the most complicated part of our integrations is the remote access control with. Oh, I see a lot of Linux user here. Okay, cool. So I will add a roadmap entry for Linux support and make sure you guys upvote it, so it will get pushed high on the roadmap. But yeah, for sure. Thanks for this feedback. It's the first time we're getting this request. Okay, mobile app. That's a good question. The mobile app. The mobile app that we're gonna have is gonna serve as mostly as a way to communicate with Mingo. So if one of your customers is opening a support ticket and you're not home and you don't want to open your laptop and you need to approve some stuff, you need to approve some more permissions for Faye to execute, or you need Mingo to execute, that's going to be the first thing that we're going to add on the mobile app. We got another request today on the Slack for remote control from mobile. I'm not sure, like from user experience and UI perspective, how we're gonna do it, but everything that is available on the dashboard can be easily compiled into mobile app or to mobile optimized website. So we either gonna have everything that you have on the dashboard as a mobile app, or we're just gonna have mobile optimized, gonna have the dashboard to be mobile optimized. So it's one on the other, especially with root command lines access to it. I think it's like okay, so Christopher Shirley is saying, especially with root command line access for Linux inside the interface, like CMD and PowerShell. Yeah, I agree with you. I think maybe also a CLI version of Fay. Yeah, John Murphy said we live on Rust Desk on mobile, so if there is a way forward, it would be great. If you can send me, John, if you can send me some screenshots of whatever you have on Rust Desk, and we're gonna try to build more or less the same. I have to say that like I'm not. I don't like to speak about other vendors, but I would highly recommend you research about Rust Desk. Remote access from a mobile platform is very useful tool for field engineers for quick changes. Yeah, got it. Okay. Feedback received, and we're gonna look into it. Kind of, yeah, exactly. Kind of releases us from the desk. Yeah, that's where we're trying to do that. We're trying to do it both with the mobile app, and we will prioritize mobile optimized dashboard based on your feedback. Okay, I think we don't have any more questions. So, Vlad, anything you want to add and conclude that?
Yeah, one thing. Guys, if you have any colleague MSP owners, or MSP related contacts, obviously we are trying to grow our network. So if you are able to refer an MSP to OpenFrame, then we will be offering basically affiliate awards, affiliate incentives. We're still figuring out exactly what we're going to do. But basically, if you can just refer, some of your MSP related contacts to Flamingo, and then just send me an email at vlad@flamingo.cx saying, hey, I referred this person. I will take a note of that, and then we will reward you guys financially in some other way. We're still figuring it out. So, because I know a lot of you guys like the tool, and obviously, it's going to keep growing in popularity as we add more features and as we continuously improve the product. So I'm sure that you have contacts in your space that would also find it appealing. So if you do have someone, feel free to let them know, and then just hit me up over email, let me know who it was. And yeah, I'll get you guys some affiliate bonuses.
Yeah, I think there was another question from Artem. He asked about guesstimates and pricing. So yeah, it's gonna be so. Right now, we're thinking about per endpoint, and for the AI, it's gonna be per token usage. That's our thinking right now, but it's not final. Cool. What would be the program? I don't know. I really don't know. It's gonna be the program. Okay, so guys, thank you for joining. We're still available on Slack. Feel free to reach out. Feel free to offer your feedback either through Slack or through the chat or through email or whatever, or through Reddit. We also read Reddit. So wherever you guys are active, we'll be there to hear your feedback. Test the tool, give us your feedback, and yeah, we will do those webinars as soon as more features coming out. So stay tuned, and we'll keep you updated. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.